Are you sure this is a good idea? I mean, look at these people. They don't seem very credible. Well, no, I don't have a better one. Doesn't this seem a bit sketchy? It doesn't look very legit, you know. And how much longer until we get there? These shoes are too tight and this coat is making me sweat. I'm not complaining. I'm voicing my grievances. The only reason I agreed to come out here was that I was promised new equipment to use. Not having to pay is also a plus. But that doesn't mean I'm going to follow along with no complaints. Do you always have to make some sort of witty remark? All I'm asking is, are you sure there's not a better way to do this? The black market isn't exactly the most legal of options. I guess not. Although I suppose if I'm not the one paying for it, then I'm technically not committing a federal crime. Just an accomplice. You're not helping. You know what? Just stop talking about it and help me find what I need. I don't know exactly what I need. It kind of depends on what they have. Well, for instance, if they don't have a cell incubator, then I can't use a molecular analyzer. I'd have to improvise and use a... Oh my god. It's a cryogenic preserver. I've only used it once while I was working on my degree. It's in pretty good condition, too. Oh? It's like a small set of chambers that use cryogenic technology to preserve biosamples at an absolute zero. It is ideal for storing and preserving them in perfect condition because cell activity is pretty much forced to a halt. They're typically used to hold virus or bacteria samples for analysis. Actually, I think... Right. I forgot, your tiny little pirate brain can't keep up with my big boy words. Well, technically speaking, a cryogenic preserver would be perfect for long-term studying, and it would keep me from having to take so many samples of the same thing. You'll get it. Sweet! What's next? Cell incubator would be incredibly useful, so we should look for one. With that, I can keep live samples from dying out and provide the perfect conditions for the cells to grow. It should look like a metal box, like if toaster ovens were stacked on top of each other. Yeah, like that. It looks a little banged up, but nothing a little fixing can't do, I suppose. Alright, if they have a cell incubator, chances are they have the molecular analyzer. If we can get that, then everything else should be relatively easy. Cool. You hold this, and I'll look for it. I want to get out of these damn boots as soon as I can. Please. You chose probably the most uncomfortable shoes ever. Seriously, how do you even walk around in these?
Welcome back, Captain.
Hey, Jackie.
While you were gone, I have generated a planetary profile from available information. Zepter, the planet we have docked on, has a hot, desert-like biome that covers 72% of the planet's surface. It is currently under Stage 3 of the IPAA's expansive immigration process, with an estimated year until it is registered to be within the IPAA borders.
Wow, you managed to look through the IPAA public database. Congrats.
Would you like some more information?
No, that's okay. We're not going to be here much longer anyway.
Of course. Did you find everything you needed for further analysis?
We did. Prepare for a sync, yeah?
Of course, Captain.
Alright. As soon as the analyzer is synced to Jackie's mainframe, I should be able to start the sample taking and analyze the TB. Yeah, I can sync to Jackie's mainframe.
I am a new model of self-learning intelligence. An old prototype created by years before the company was acquired and bought by Phoenix Technologies. 17 years ago, my model was banned for the extensive control of the artificial intelligence would have over the fundamental programming, as it was deemed potentially dangerous. No, It wasn't until after the business acquisition that my prototype was released and trialed. So far, I am the first of my model to be released, as it is hard to replicate and install my code. Correct. I was created to learn and adapt my own programming within my set limitations. This allows for better comprehension and rational decision-making the more I learn. I understand that some find that information unsettling, but I assure you that I cannot do what my limitations prohibit unless they are manually removed through the Void protocol.
I mean, I guess. Theoretically, Jackie could make the ultimate AI. Well, I suppose they already are. Of course, Jackie wouldn't be able to take over the ship without the captain's permission first. That's the only command that can't be altered. The Void protocol is like a last-ditch effort. I wouldn't really worry about it.
Sync process complete. Shall we continue our plan to study the Terra Beta, Captain?
Sure, and send the nanobots to collect some samples. At least 2 milliliters of fluid and 3 grams of solid samples, please.
Of course. I'll send them right away.
Well, I'm gonna change out of these awful clothes. In the meantime, you can set those in the containment room. I'll be there when I'm done.
Are you sure you want to lower the one-sided screen of Containment Cell 2? The TB has been known to react in aggression. Confirmed. Lowering Containment Cell 2's one-sided screen. Warning. The TB is showing increased adrenaline production. This could interfere with the samples being taken. This action will be suspended until the levels return to normal. Hormone levels returning to normal. Sample collection will resume momentarily. Would you like to raise the one-sided screen? Raising Containment Cell 2's one-sided screen. My scanners indicate an irregularity in your physiology. I recommend a checkup in the medical bay for further analysis. If you experience any pain or unusual sensations, please inform the captain. If you would like, I can perform a checkup with the rebot in the medical bay. As you wish, co-captain.
Now that is more like it. That jacket you gave me was itchy. What was it made of? Mite-infested polywool? Very funny. At least I'm not the one sweating to death. Seriously, how can you stand wearing that all the time? Whatever. Keep your secrets. I have much more interesting things to tend to. Not gonna lie, this is kind of exciting. Well, I've been stuck on a plateau for months, and now that I have what I need, I can finally learn more about this thing.
The captain tends to turn to his work when he is stressed. Now that he is capable of conducting more extensive research, I have reason to believe that he will be what you might call a workaholic.
Oh, I'm the nerd. When you spend over half your life studying foreign entities, you tend to get addicted to the rush, especially when you hit a slump. At least with this equipment, I can conduct more research. That's what you wanted, right? Speaking of which, why the sudden change of heart? Just the other day, you were telling me to forget about it, and now you're helping me do more research? What's that about? Uh-huh. Right. In any case, this'll keep me occupied. The less time I have to myself, the better. It means nothing. Forget it. What have I learned so far? Well, not too terribly much. But it's not nothing, I suppose. Well, for starters, the TB has 2 hearts. Most animals have 1, but since the TB has 2, the workload is split between them. Having the work split up means there's more oxygen inside the blood. The increased oxygen in the blood would allow for better function for pretty much everything. Better endurance, decreased heal time, better cell reproduction, and, in many cases, increased oxygen in carbon-based organisms provide better cognitive function and... you have no idea what that means, do you? Yes, it's really fucking strong. Now, are you gonna stand there and ask questions the whole time, or are you gonna let me do what I came here to do? Thank you. Jackie?
Yes, Captain?
How are those samples coming along?
The nanobots have retrieved 5 milliliters of blood, 1 skin sample, and 3 grams of outer spine material from along its back. Once the Terra Beta is in a rest period, I can retrieve more if you wish.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks. Oh, okay. Have fun in the control room. Yeah. If you need me, you know where I'll be.
Yes, Co-Captain? Of course. Retrieving all known files related to the Terra Beta. Files retrieved. Shall I read the records out loud? Scanning records for synopsis narration. Scan complete. Studies have shown that the Terra Beta has violent tendencies and is irritable to noise, most likely the result of the 2 sets of hypersensitive ears and eyes. It seems that certain sonic frequencies have a calming effect, affecting hormone production and brain activity. It is entirely possible that the Terra Beta uses different frequencies to communicate with each other. Indeed, many organisms within the IPAA organism database use frequencies and sonic waves in some way. According to the field footage, it is likely that the TB uses frequencies undetectable to the human ear as signals. Shall I continue the narration? Because of increased cell function and average body temperature of 108 degrees Fahrenheit, it takes a dangerous amount of alpha-2 sedative, approximately 170 milligrams. The high body temperature allows for heat resistance, however. The body can survive in much colder climates. Radiology determined that along with the 2 hearts, this was because there is a unique organ beneath the lungs, sitting behind the stomach. It continuously stores heat and slowly releases it into the bloodstream, effectively heating the body to a sufficient temperature. The most recent discoveries are the impressive jaw and muscle strength and the structural integrity of its hammerhead-like skull, able to bite with an estimated 5,700 psi. 2 rows of ultra-sharp teeth allow the TB to even snap a 10 centimeter wide magnerite rod in half. Finally, the TB's muscle strength allows it to leap almost 5 times its own length, and its razor-sharp claws are stronger than a tungsten alloy. According to Captain Ace, the TB is perfectly suited for its harsh, heated habitat and has the adaptability to become one of the strongest invasive species in the IPAA organism database. Do you have any questions? I'm sorry, that information is classified. Captain Ace has forbidden me from discussing the topic of his former crewmates. Despite his distant and sarcastic attitude, he formed close connections with them. Their deaths have taken a big toll on his mental health, and it is my job to help him in any way I can. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. As you wish. Of course. Preparing for docking release. Do you have a destination? Confirmed. Galactic drift enabled. Shall I inform the captain? I shall inform Captain Ace momentarily. The captain has requested me to tell you.
I swear to God, if you put us in hyperspeed again, I will vomit all over your crusty coat and use it to clean the septic pipes.
Thank you for your cooperation. Co-Captain, it appears that you show signs of exhaustion. May I suggest getting some rest? According to my records, you have not slept since you have arrived on the ship. Of course. Room 4 of the private quarters shall be rebooted and will be ready for you by the time you arrive. I shall inform the captain that you will be resting in room 4. Your request has been granted. I shall make sure that the captain does not do anything irrational during your rest period. It is my job to ensure the safety of both my crew members, no matter the circumstance. Of course, Co-Captain. I shall inform you if anything notable occurs. Good night, co-captain.